In today's class, we will take up example on steam turbines. I'll go through the problem. Steam issues from the nozzle of a D-level turbine with a velocity of 1200 meters per second. It is a problem on steam turbine with a velocity of 1200 meters per second. The nozzle angle is 20 degrees and mean blade velocity is 400 meters per second. Inlet and outlet blade angles are equal. Mass of steam flowing through the turbine is 900 kg per hour. Assume CB, that is blade velocity coefficient, is equal to 0.8. Calculate blade angles, tangential force on blades, relative velocity of the steam entering the blades, and power developed, and last one is blade efficiency. So whenever you are solving problem on steam turbines or in general in turbo machines, the first and foremost thing is read the problem once, try to analyze, and the very first step is you need to write what is given. So steam issues from the nozzle of D levels turbine. So it is a problem on steam turbine. Next, what is given? With a velocity of 1200 meters per second. Now the question arises. He has said velocity. Whether this velocity, is it relative velocity or absolute velocity? Always remember in the problem, if he says velocity, it is always absolute velocity. If it is relative velocity, he will specify. In the problem, it will be specified. If not, it is always absolute velocity. That you have to keep in mind. So what is V1? V1 is 1200 meters per second. Steam issues from the nozzle, means from the nozzle steam is entering into the turbine, into the blades, means it is V1. If this is a nozzle and here I have blade, okay, steam coming out of the nozzle and entering the blade, this is V1. Understood? Okay. Next, the nozzle angle is 20 degrees. What is nozzle angle? Nozzle angle is alpha 1 is 20 degrees and mean blade velocity is 400 meters per second. Mean blade velocity, he has specified blade velocity is 400 meters per second. What is blade velocity here? U is 400 meters per second. Okay, mean blade velocity U1 is equal to U2 is equal to 400 meters per second. Next, what is given? Inlet and outlet blade angles are equal. So what is a blade angle? Beta 1, beta 2. So blade angles at the inlet and blade angles at the outlet are equal. Next, mass of steam flowing through the turbine is, he has given us mass flow rate of the steam, that is 900 kg per hour. So this 900 kg per hour, we need to convert this into seconds. It is 900 kg divided by 1 hour is equal to 3600 seconds. So approximately you will get m dot is equal to 0.25 kg per second. Next, what is given? He has given blade velocity coefficient. This CB is blade velocity coefficient. Blade velocity coefficient. Okay, so what is CB? CB is ratio of VR2 by VR1 is given as 0.8. Once you write what is given, the second step is we need to write what we need to find. It is very important what we need to find. So first one is we need to find blade angles, that is beta 1 is and beta 2 how much, and second thing we need to find is tangential force on the blades. So tangential force on the blades, so if you know the formula, you write either somewhere in the rough or you write here itself. Tangential force is m dot vu1 plus vu. Next, what is given? Third one, relative velocity of steam entering the blades, that is here said relative velocity. Understand the words here, very important. Relative velocity of the steam entering the blades, VR1. And next we need to find what is power. What is the formula for power? It is F into U, that is m dot U vu1 plus, or I don't know whether it is plus or minus, that we will come to know once I draw the velocity triangles. It will be plus because vu1 and vu2 are opposite in direction, so you will come to know that. Next, fifth one is blade efficiency. What is blade efficiency? Blade efficiency is work done per second divided by kinetic energy of the steam. When you simplify, you will get it as vu1 plus vu2, 2 into u vu1 plus vu2 divided by v1 square. Okay, this is the second step. Next, very important step is always whenever you are solving any problem in turbo machine, the first and foremost is draw the velocity triangles. Draw the velocity triangles for this. Okay, so you draw rough with free hand. If you are solving, first I am solving this problem using the formulas, and in the second step I will be solving the same problem using the graphical method, and we will compare, we will check the results. So what I am going to do now is I am going to draw the rough velocity triangle. This is v1, this is alpha 1, this is vr1, and this is beta 1. So from, if I call this as point A, point B, so from point B vr1 has started, so I should draw vr2 here. Remember the logics, and this angle is beta 2, and from here to here join the line, and this becomes v2, and this angle is alpha 2, and the horizontal component of v2 is vm2, sorry, vertical component, and this is blade velocity u from here to here, and horizontal component is vu2, and v1 horizontal component is from here to here. So I have drawn the rough velocity triangle now. Okay, now let us find the answers. Once you write what is given, what is to be found, and you have drawn the velocity triangle, next it's all pure mathematics. You know it is a right angle triangle, and use the sine and cosine formulas, apply the trigonometry and get the answer. So v1 is given and alpha 1 is given. If I consider this triangle here, if I consider this triangle, so I can find VU1. VU1 is, what is VU1? V1 cos alpha 1. If I consider this triangle, VU1 is V1 cos alpha 1. V1 is how much? 1200 cos 20 degrees. How much it comes? 1127.63. 1127.63 meters per second. We got VU1. So next step is how to find other parameters. Okay, so now let me find this VR1. What is VR1? What is this distance? VR1 cos beta 1 is, this distance is VU1 minus U. What is VU1? It is 1127.63 and U is given as 400. So it is 727.63. 727 VR1 cos beta 1 is 727.63 meters per second. So now let us find VM1, and using this we will get VR1. VM1 is, if I consider this triangle, it is V1 and sine alpha 1. How much it is? 1200 into sine 20 degrees. 1200 into sine 410.42. So VM1 is 410.42 meters per second. Okay, now we have found VM1. We know this distance. We can find VR1. VR1 square is equal to VM1 square plus VU1 minus U whole square. VM1 square is given as 410.42 square. VU1 minus U we have found out here. VR1 cos beta 1 is VU1 minus U, and it is given here 727.63 VR1 square. Okay, 410.42 square plus 727.63 square, and if I take square root here, square root of answer, we will get VR1 as 835.4 meters per second. We got VR1. Now we can find beta 1. We know that VR1 cos beta 1 is 727.63. So cos beta 1 is 727.63 divided by VR1 is how much? 835.4. .63. We will get it as 0.0 8709. So beta 1 is cos inverse of, answer we'll get it as 29.43 degrees, which is equal to beta 2. Okay, so now we have found out the first parameter beta 1, beta 2. Okay, so now we know VR1, blade velocity coefficient CB, that is, it is a ratio of VR2 by VR1. It is given as 0.8. So we know VR1, so VR2 is equal to 0.8 into VR1. So VR2 is how much? 0.8 into VR1 is 835.4. It is 668.32. 668.32 meters per second. So we got VR1, we have found out VR2, we have found VU1. Okay, we need to find VU2 now. How to find VU2? This is VU2. VU2 is, what I can do is, I don't know V2, so I can use VR2 because I know VR2. So what I will do, I will consider this triangle. Okay, so what I will do, this is VR2 minus VR2 cos beta 2 minus U will give us this answer. Okay, so VR2 cos beta 2 minus U will give us this, because VR2 cos beta 2 is from here to here, this vector. If I minus U, I will get VU2 is VU2. So we know VR2 into cos beta 2 is how much? 29.43 minus 400. VU2 is 182.08 meters per second. Okay, so why did I tell you to write what to find here formulas either here or on rough? Because when I doing the calculation, we'll come to know what all the terms we need to find. So if I want to find tangential force, m naught is given, VU1 we need to find, VU2 we need to find. We have found using formulas VU1, VU2, we will substitute in axial force, we will get it as 328.92 Newton, and power is equal to m dot VU1 plus VU2 into U. So here I am using plus because the direction, look here, VU1 direction is in this direction and VU2 is in opposite direction. So both VU1 and VU2 are in opposite direction. Whenever VU1 and VU2 are in opposite direction, we will get it as plus. If both are in same direction, then we have to substitute here minus. So power is equal to 131.51 kilowatts, and blade efficiency, we know U, VU1, VU2, V1, substitute, so we will get the blade efficiency as 72.76. Now let us solve the same problem using graphical method. Okay, observe carefully, it is very important how to solve using the graphical method. So here he has given us the tangential speed of the blade. How much it is given? He has given us 400 meters per second, and he has also given us absolute velocity of the stream at the inlet, that is 1200 meters per second. Okay, before drawing the velocity triangles using the graphical method, we need to use the scale. So here I will use the scale. You can take appropriate scale based on the space available. Okay, I will take 100 meters per second is equal to 1 centimeter. So what is this scale? Means if I draw 1 centimeter line, it indicates 100 meters per second of velocity. That is very important step in drawing the velocity triangle using the graphical method. It is left to your convenience. Either you can take 200 meters per second or 50 meters per second. It depends on you, and you have to plan your answer whether to draw it in portrait or landscape. Depending on that, okay, available space, you plan, you take scale accordingly. So I have taken 100 meters per second is equal to 1 centimeter. So the first and foremost thing I need to do is I need to draw u. U is how much? 400. So 400 meters per second means what is the length I need to take? 4 centimeter, because 100 meters per second is 1 centimeter. 400 meters per second is 4 centimeter. So what I will do, I will take the scale and draw 4 centimeter line. So now I have drawn 4 centimeter line here. I will call it as A and B. Okay, so before drawing, you roughly draw the velocity triangle. So for reference purpose, already I have drawn in other page, so here for reference I am drawing. So that you will get an idea. This is alpha 1, this is beta 1, this is alpha beta 2, and this is alpha 2. Okay, so that it will be easy for us to draw the velocity triangles. Okay, now from point A I need to draw V1 because it is given. And what is the nozzle angle given? Nozzle angle given is 20 degrees. Okay, so what I will do is I will take this protractor. I'll keep this as reference point. I'll mark here. I'll keep this as a reference point. So from here it is 0 degree, 10 degrees, 20 degrees. I'll mark here. Okay, and join these two. Okay, I have drawn a very thin line. Now what is the velocity given? V1. How much it is given? V1 is 1200 meters per second. If I have to convert this in scale, it will be how much? 12 centimeter, because 100 meters per second is 1 centimeter. So 1200 is 12 centimeter. Okay, now you take 12 centimeter in your compass. So I have taken 12 centimeter. Okay, and you cut an arc here on this line. So it meets point here. I will just extend the line here. So it is meeting point here. Let me call it as C. Okay, so we got V1 now. V1 is 12 centimeter, or else you can scale, you can take the scale. Either you can use a compass or you can take the scale and mark. Okay, this is alpha 1. Okay, now let me join. If I join point B to C, then I will get VR1. Okay, now this becomes your VR1. If you measure this length and multiply with the scale, you will get the answer. Okay, so now I will just extend this slightly. Okay, and So this is your VM1. So now I will call this as point D. So this A to D, this is VU1. How much it is? We need to measure that. Approximately it comes out to be 11.4. Okay, so VU1 is how much? VU1 is 11.4 centimeter. I have to convert this centimeter into meters per second. I have taken 100 meters per second is equal to 1 centimeter. So 11.4 into 100, 1140 meters per second. So what is the VU1 that we have got here previously? VU1 1127, and here we have got 1140. So there is slight error. Okay, so if you are drawing graphical method, it depends on how accurately you draw. So approximately I got it as 1140. It is, there is a difference of almost 13. Okay, it's okay. Okay, so you need to be careful when you are drawing. Okay, now we got VU1. We got VU1. Okay, and now how to draw exit velocity triangle? He has not given us any information, but he has given us ratio. VR2 by VR1 is 0.8. So I can measure VR1, substitute here, I will get VR2. How much is VR1? It is approximately 8.9 centimeter. VR1 is approximately 8.9 centimeter. If I convert that in meters per second, 8.9 into 100, approximately it is 890 meters per second. And what is the VR1 we have got? VR1 we got 835, and here it is 8.9. so there is more error, but you be careful. Just for understanding purpose I am drawing this, so there should not be so much of variation. Okay, let it be. I am explaining you the procedure. So we got VR1. Next, VR2 is how much? 890 into 0.8. It is 712 meters per second. 712 meters per second. If I convert that in terms of scale, it will be 7.12 centimeter. Now what we need to do is, so we have got, let us measure this angle. Now we got VR2, but at what angle we need to draw, that we can find using, he has said beta 1 is equal to beta 2. So this is alpha 1, this is alpha 1, this is beta 1. Let us find this angle. Once we find this angle, then beta 1 we will come to know. So beta 1 is approximately 0, 10, 20. It is approximately 30 degrees. So beta 1, it is approximately 20 degrees, which is also equal to beta 2. Okay, now I know beta 1, beta 2, and I know VR2. I can easily draw the VR2 here. Okay, now let us take this as point as reference. Okay, from here 0, 10, 20, 30. So we got 30 here, 10, 20, 30. Okay, so on this you draw a line. Either you can use the compass, take the length and mark it. So I will directly mark it using how much it is? 7.12. Yes, approximately I'll take it as 7.1. So 7.1 comes here. Okay, so this is our, I will mark it as A, B, C, D. I'll take it as point E. So this is our VR2. Once we found this, then VU2 is very easy to find. So I will drop vertically here and I will connect this. Where it cuts, I will mark this point as F. Then I will join point A and E. So this is my V2, and horizontal component of V2 is VU2. So I will measure this, how much it is. It is approximately 2.2. VU2 is approximately 2.2 centimeters. It means that it is around 220 meters per second. So how much we got? VU2 182. So there is variation, but that variation should not be there. Okay, you be careful when you're drawing. So I'm just explaining you the procedure. Okay, once we got VU2, we know VU1. Okay, VU1 is 1140. Okay, next, so we only need VU1, VU2, substitute and get the answers. So this is the graphical method of getting the answers. So in the examination, either you can solve the problem using the formulas, or you can also solve using the graphical method. But when you are solving using the graphical method, you need to be very careful, because there should not be much variation, or else you will lose the marks. I hope you people have understood how to solve the steam turbine problems. We will take up few more examples, and we will solve them both using the mathematical formula and using the graphical method.